Hey everyone, this is Mike of the Round Number 1 YouTube channel. Welcome back to the channel. The current deal between AEW and WBD is set to expire at the end of this year. Fans of AEW are hopeful that Tony Khan, AEW president, will reach a new deal with WBD. WBD's exclusive negotiation window with AEW will close in July 2024. This means that if Tony Khan chooses, he can enter the open market and talk to other networks or even a streaming service, similar to WWE's deal with Netflix, about acquiring AEW programming, which includes 3 weekly wrestling programs, Dynamite, Collision, and Rampage. According to a former writer for The Hollywood Reporter, Matthew Belloni, WBD head David Zaslav and TNT Sports head Luis Silberwasser want to keep AEW, Dynamite, Collision, and Rampage. However, Tony Khan is reportedly disappointed with the current offer on the table. AEW sources have also disputed Tony Khan's alleged disappointment with the current offer. If July comes and a deal isn't made between WBD and AEW, then AEW can head to the open market. And then AEW could be faced with whether what they spent 5 years building is either attractive or non-attractive to other platforms. The positives for acquiring AEW programming are that it's dependable programming. AEW is reliable for a calendar year of original weekly content for 52 weeks at about 7 hours per week. AEW's main show, Dynamite, does pretty well by staying within the top 10 cable shows on Wednesday nights in terms of the 18 to 49 demographic. The negative for acquiring AEW programming is all their programming is downtreading in ratings. There's no sign of growth at all. AEW hasn't seen Dynamite reach over 800,000 viewers in 6 consecutive weeks. The last time AEW Dynamite topped 1 million viewers was on February 22nd, 2023. Dave Meltzer of F4W Online thinks there is not a chance that no one is going to want the shows. Personally, I don't think Fox would touch AEW for 10-foot clown pole. ABC, ESPN, Disney Plus, I think is out of the question. I think outside of Fox, which is done with professional wrestling, if the company name is not WWE, a deal's not happening. Now, Amazon could be probably a place that would want AEW to help build its sports offerings. Amazon most likely would want AEW's pay-per-view business as well, including a stake in AEW. The question is, what price is right for Tony Khan? Dave Meltzer says $125 million a year is the key figure for AEW. Is that a justifiable number for WBD to give AEW when AEW is down significantly in ratings on Turner Networks? Is that also a justifiable number for Amazon, also knowing that they would want AEW's pay-per-view business as well? If WBD loses AEW programming, they could consider aggressively bidding for UFC and other sports rights to make up for the gap left by AEW. It's unclear what leverage Tony Khan could use to secure the money necessary for AEW to generate healthy profits annually. Simply trying to win over WBD head David Zaslav and TNT Sports head Luis Silberwasser with kindness may not be enough. While WBD and TNT Sports want to keep AEW, they may not be willing to pay $125 million per year. Tony Khan might have to settle for a less favorable deal and remain tied to WBD for another 5 years, all the while feeling unhappy about WBD welcoming UFC and other sports rights at a higher annual rate than AEW. In other news, Mark Henry, Arn Anderson, Jake Hager, who was formerly known as Jack Swagger in the WWE, have all chosen not to renew their contracts with All Elite Wrestling. TNA Undisputed Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace appeared on NXT last night to challenge Roxanne Perez at Battleground for the NXT Women's Championship. It's great to see Jordynne Grace back in the WWE ring. The NXT Battleground pay-per-view event is scheduled for June 9th, next week. Also, former AEW talent Ethan Page made his NXT debut by attacking NXT champion Trick Williams. And one more thing about Jordynne Grace, she's actually making her in-ring WWE debut, taking on Steve Turner next week on NXT. So personally, that's a must watch, and I think you guys should check it out too, because Jordynne Grace is a phenomenal talent. Like, I've never seen, like, she's one of the many people in TNA right now that definitely deserve to be in the WWE. Finally, Julia underwent successful surgery yesterday morning in Tokyo for a distal radius fracture. This type of fracture can result from any trauma to the forearm. Julia is expected to be released from the hospital this Thursday, but again, as I said on the last update, there is no specific timetable for her return to the ring. Okay, so that's all for this week, for today, matter of fact, for your news update on the Round Number 1 YouTube channel. Talk to you guys next time.